I just made a $27 ebook in 2 minutes using AI. Watch how I did it, so you can do it too. Here I am.
Okay, the next one is stabilize your first income flow before doing a second one.
Yeah, don't go jump to a second flow of income until you stabilize the first one.
Correct.
I see people jump into this, I'm going to go do this side hustle. Bro, you got to get your main hustle right.
Right. There's a term I like called diversification. You heard that before?
No, I haven't.
It's
de-work.
It's like diversification, but you make it worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and
you end up from one flow to 1.5 to 3/4.
Exactly. By trying to have all these extra flows and get away from your main.
Yeah, just get great at one
Get great at one thing
until you can almost not pay attention to it, and it's still very stable.
Right.
And then I would go to something that's connected, like ambiotic. Like it's next to it. It's we're having a relationship. Like I move this finger, my thumb's gonna move.
Right.
So like I went and did. You could have a car wash. Okay, don't fucking jump into real estate, man. Maybe add oil changes. Right. You're already doing the cars.
Yeah.
So what Grant Cardone is saying thus far is to develop your main hustle or your main job as much as possible to a point where it's almost fully operational independently, and then to branch off into another side hustle that's connected preferably to your first or your main hustle.
The next one is read.
What?
Read.
Read. R-E-A-D.
R-E-A-D.
Dude?
Read like crazy. Something Warren Buffett does.
Yeah.
He reads like 3 hours a day.
Yeah, how can that be bad for you?
It can only be great for you.
And by the way, I would rather read than do the Audible. I do Audible.
I do Audible.
I'm guilty of Audible, but I would rather read. Every Audible I've ever done, I'm like, fuck, I wish I had the book right now. You ever had that experience?
No.
God damn, I'm like, I want to see the book right now.
I do Audible, and I do it double speed or 2.5 speed.
Yeah, but you're a dilettante, dude.
What is a dilettante?
Dilettante is like a fucking amateur.
I'm an amateur?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, compared to you can say that.
Yeah, you're just looking for it as quick as you can get it. Like every time I've ever done Audible, and I do a lot of Audible, okay, I'm like, damn, I wish I had the book right now. Like do you ever listen to Audible and you're like, I wish they had the transcript, I could read the transcript while I'm listening? No, huh? Yeah, see, I want to really understand it.
Okay.
And in any book, there's going to be 10 or 15 or 20 things. I'm only looking for 10 or 15 or 20 things, maybe even one thing. I'm looking for one thing to change my life when I read a book. I'm not trying to get through it as fast as possible like you are. Okay, you're like, fuck, I got to get through this book as fast as I possibly can, which I get it, right? You're trying to maximize time and get as much in as possible, but I'm really just looking for one.
So what Grant Cardone is saying is when studying any new topic, to fully absorb it, take your time, don't rush through it. He's essentially saying if you got the option of an audio book or a physical book, you'd rather take a physical book, fully read it, fully analyze it, fully absorb it without rushing too fast through it, so that you grasp and understand every aspect and that you remember as much as possible. From listening to him, that's what I gathered thus far.
To fully understand that I can execute on.
Okay. The next one is stay broke.
Yeah.
Explain.
Don't have money? Me and you go to dinner and I don't have any money, I can't spend any. I mean, it's a fucking simple dude. Be rich in assets and poor in cash.
Okay. And this is why you're saying you're poor in cash right now.
I don't have any money.
None.
I don't have any money. There's no way for you to get any money from me to do.
So but what he's essentially saying, be rich in assets and poor in cash. So an asset is something that gains value. So an example, as you already know, is like real estate property. Investments, things of that nature. So he's saying you rather spend your cash in an asset or investment rather than have your physical cash on you, where you're spending and not getting any return.
Right.
So if I robbed your house, then I broke in your safe.
Yeah, you can get some money there, but you're probably going to get a bullet in your face too. Okay, so yeah, there's some cash over there, but that's just sitting there for emergency. It's a dumb thing to do too, by the way. Like I don't mind telling people where I'm doing stupid stuff. I got 2 Humvees over here paid for in cash. We never use them. Okay, they're for an emergency situation. It's probably never going to happen. I got a little bit of cash sitting over here in this one spot just in case, so you could go throw a brick at somebody and say, bang, here, get me X. Because if the electrical grid went down or gas or I needed to jump on the plane or go someplace, fuel at the Opelika airport, Vlad, won't be $6 a gallon. It'll be who's got $100 a gallon.
Right.
Who's gonna get it first. And the problem is I'm gonna be competing with the Google boys and King Griffin that are trying to get out of here too.
Right. You want cash flow, not cash.
Yeah, I want cash flow. I want predictable, dependable, regular flows of cash coming in, not cash sitting there spoiling.
Right.
If you study the richest people in the world, like you could go back and study the guy in Colombia. What was the Escobar?
Pablo Escobar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of his problems was all that cash.
Right. He was using it.
He didn't have cash.
He himself at one point. He was cold, didn't have electricity, he was burning cash.
It became a liability for him.
Right.
Can't move it. That's the problem with gold and silver too. I have these big things that I can't move them. So really what I want is drips. Rich people, the super wealthy, have drips. Long duration, continuance of drips of money coming.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it with dividends and stocks.
Yeah, that's right.
That's one way to do
But
it.
the problem is they only come every quarter.
Correct. And
That's another scam of Wall
the
Street.
percentages are usually very small also.
And they're tiny. Tiny's not the problem.
Yeah.
It's that it's every quarter. Okay? Like, why does AT&T that charges you every month as a customer
Yeah.
only pay you every quarter as an investor?
Right, but AT&T, I think, has the longest history
So what?
of
It's every
dividends that have never dropped.
Okay, whatever.
It's like, what, 80, 90 years or something like that?
Whatever. They pay you every quarter. Why?
Yeah.
Because they're making money for 3 months for free.
Oh, okay.
We're not waiting for handouts. We just need the opportunities. Because when we learn,
And the final one, which I actually somewhat disagree with, is never quit until you achieve your goals.
Yeah, dude. Why would you quit?
Because I feel that a huge part of success is knowing when to quit. You're going to try different things.
You didn't quit. If you're trying something new, you didn't quit. You changed.
But isn't that quitting what I'm already doing?
Pivot is not a quit.
A pivot is not a quit?
Pivot is not a quit.
Listen, I used to be a DJ. I don't DJ anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
But
You're still a DJ. You're being a DJ right now, dude.
right. I mean, I pivoted.
You're a DJ right now, bro.
Right.
You're a DJ.
I'm still pivoting, Vlad.
There's a
right?
pivot. There's a pivot.
Okay. Well, I guess.
You're a DJ right now, bro. You look like a DJ. If I didn't know what was going on right now, I'd see you in front of a computer, looking at your thing, going through your stuff. I'd say, fuck, he could easily be a DJ.
Right. I look at
If you added some music right now, I'd say, who's the fucking DJ? It's you. It ain't me.
Okay.
You didn't quit. You pivoted. By the way, even if you blew that off and you said, no, I'm not doing that anymore, and you get back in the game and doing something else, you haven't quit.
Okay. So me and you just have different definitions of quit.
So what he's saying, Grant Cardone, is that do not quit, you rather pivot. Pivot meaning make the adjustments to what you're doing. If you see something is not really working or it's taking too long, make the necessary adjustments for a positive outcome.
Quitting.
Well, you haven't quit. Quitting is, I'm fucking done.
I'm done with everything.
Yeah, I mean, like there was a business that I sold. Did I quit it? I sold it. It was the end of the road.
Right.
I quit doing, we were doing these massive events. The largest, most profitable business event in the country. We did our last one last year. Did I quit? Man, I ended that. And I'm going to go do another thing.
It ran its course.
It ran its course, dude.
Right. So,
and by the way, I quit it before it quit me.
Exactly. And I feel that it's important when people know how to pivot, quit, whatever you want to call it.
I agree.
But you have to know when to pivot, because I feel that so many people, like, listen, I know 50-year-old rappers that are still trying to make it.
Yeah, dude.
They're trying to get that first hit song.
It's not
They
a good
still
look.
go to the studio. They still spend money.
Yeah, it's not a good look either.
Yeah.
It's not a good look. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about the guys that already have legendary careers and whatever. No.
Yeah,
but they're trying to hit for the first time.
But even those guys have not evolved. Okay, they ran one game out their whole career. Like, the guys I respect are the guys that evolved the game.
Right. Like a Jay-Z.
Yeah, Jay-Z, man. Like, perfect example.
Right.
As opposed to Frank Sinatra.
Explain.
He didn't evolve, dude. He didn't evolve. Jay-Z evolved. He went from being cool, Rat Pack guy to like, okay, I'm gonna go be a fucking multi-billionaire. I'm gonna be a real player. I'm gonna be a Wall Street mover and shaker. He evolved his career out the top. That's why today is so much more interesting to me than it was in the.
So what Cardone is saying, do not stay on one path or one career for the rest of your life. Continually elevate what you're doing. Continually build on what you're doing.
1950s or 70s, because people are going to evolutionary. They're going into hockey stick kind of evolution and growth. Mm-hmm. We're seeing these examples as opposed to Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra and Elvis. These guys never moved out of their lane. Dude, they went wham. Like what we're seeing today is guys move out. You're seeing ball players finally start to move out, not at scale, but depth.
So another thing he's saying is establish your comfort zone and then elevate from your comfort zone.
Definitely the rappers. Jay-Z because of those examples.
But where do you think Diddy went wrong? Because this is a guy that was on the same Jay-Z level.
Yeah. Well, I think he probably went wrong when he became when he probably after he killed Tupac and Diddy and Biggie.
Okay.
I'm convinced he killed them both.
Okay, I don't know about that, but
and then he became an informant for the CIA.
Okay.
Or stay out of jail. Wait, why don't
he's in jail right now?
You're fucking, yeah, I know, but you've got to pay the price now.
Yeah.
He's got to pay a small price today. And then, I don't know. I was invited to a Diddy party. I said,
you didn't go?
No, I don't want to go, dude.
I've been to Diddy parties.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, we got the freak-off parties, but regular
I
Diddy
can
parties.
be in the freak-off. People,
listen, man.
Guys hanging on to that big beard of yours.
No,
Blast it out.
Baby girls.
Yeah.
Listen, did he want to pay me to sleep with